All right, so Adam is back from his wedding, and he is looking old. He's looking like he's aged 10 years in the last 2 months. And there's not really a lot of press going on about his wedding because he's not that big of a deal anymore, obviously, and, no one cares. And he went on the No Jumper show and started talking about his wedding and how extravagantly lavish and balling out it was.
Was that
at a castle?
It was at a castle.
It
was at a castle.
Overlooked.
And I looked at the footage from the wedding itself, and it told a completely different story, and I'll show you what I mean shortly. But let's start out with this short clip of Adam talking about his own wedding as if it wasn't complete trash. Let's watch.
All right, so we started out in Florence, Italy, which is like an old rustic city in Italy. That's where everybody was at. But so then the next day was the fucking wedding. I won't get super into it because it's boring probably for people, but it was dope. What?
That's your life.
Nah, but it's like, what am I going to say about it? Like,
oh, it's too boring for regular people to hear. Shut the fuck up.
I think it's going to be boring for them to hear about it because it's like, and then we went to this beautiful castle and they're sitting at home like, bro, we're trying to laugh. We're trying to hear something entertaining. Like, you're talking about a castle.
This is the No Jumper show, by the way. And this guy, Brick Baby, is so terrible. All of his input that he has is so stupid.
Any cat shit happened at the wedding? Did anybody get too drunk at the
So Brick Baby sucks. The No Jumper show sucks. We get that. But this is the part where this is very interesting to me. Adam turns to his brother-in-law who was at the wedding and asks him what the most interesting part of the wedding was to him. And Josh responds with, I have never seen fireworks at a wedding. At a castle. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
I forgot you had a mic. What you tell me something interesting about the wedding.
I've never seen fireworks at a wedding before.
Yo,
at a castle.
You know what I found out though is that
overlooking
you
all
fucking
of
privileged
the
white
Tuscan
guy.
mountains. It was one of the most
talking about it was so boring.
This guy went to a celebrity wedding in a castle in Italy with a bunch of fucking, what do you want to call them? And this is the biggest thing he's got to take home to tell people: the fireworks. He's never seen the fireworks. He's never seen Chinese paper explode in the sky. Okay, cheap fireworks. I can go get fireworks right now down the street. So this should give you an idea how interesting the wedding was and how extravagantly awesome it was. It wasn't. So don't believe any of this I got married in a castle nonsense. First of all, he did not get married in a castle, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean later. But right now, I just want to point out that this castle thing is not a big deal. Tuscany has thousands of castles. It's literally the thing that Tuscany is probably the most famous for, is having thousands of castles. And let me tell you something, these castles aren't all like real castles. They're the ruins of castles. It's like a pile of rubble that they built modern structure onto and call it a castle so they can sell wedding venues. Okay, I can get you a castle. That's not even that hard. You go Google it. It's only a couple $1,000. But anyways, let's watch some footage from the wedding vlog.
Yeah, the wedding's at a castle, if you hadn't figured that out yet. It's a castle wedding. Where I come from, people were getting married in the backyards of $70,000 houses.
So you're calling this a big, beautiful castle? This looks like some ruins that some modern buildings were built onto to make a venue. This doesn't look very big, beautiful castle. This isn't a very good castle. I don't know if they got this castle deal at a discount, but they're in the backyard. This is the backyard of the castle.
People were getting married in the backyards.
And he's not getting married in a castle. You see, look, he's getting married in a yard. Okay, very regular, very boring, very run-of-the-mill. There's nothing to write home about here. This is what a castle wedding looks like. Okay, see how majestic and beautiful this is? And then look at this. Look at how stupid this is. Look at this gravel. Look at the crunching of the feet on the gravel. I wonder if the girls were having a hard time walking around in heels, for God's sakes. Anyways, let's look inside this place that they were allowed to eat. And I'm not going to lie, everything just looks really terrible and shitty and tacky. And look at how ugly this looks. This is tarp. This is plastic tarp all over the place to keep the insects out. Look, there's a bird loose in the fucking... Look, the wedding's ruined. Danny Mullen's making a scene at the wedding. Look, there's Adam. Adam's like drunk and on mushrooms and ecstasy and fucking... Look, you got a bunch of adult film stars scaring everyone. Boobs are popping out and shit. This is a really, really unsuccessful wedding, in my opinion. And look, I'm dead serious. This is the dance floor of Adam 22 and Lennon the Plug's wedding. This is what you're seeing. 2 to 3 adult film actresses twirling themselves around, very drunk, embarrassing themselves and others. And then, of course, you got Danny Mullen filming content and doing this really cringy dance stunt. I mean, this is really bad. This is not a good wedding. This was a disaster. So Danny's going to go out there and try to do this hilarious stunt where he's dancing and freaking with these women, and they're supposed to be like liking it and it's supposed to be funny, when in fact the girls immediately clasp hands with him and start making distance between their bodies and his, because they don't want him to grab on them or like think that he can run his hands over their bodies while they're dancing. It's very obvious. I mean, look, he pulls his hands out with his open palms at hip to ass level. He's extending the arms toward the bodies. That's when Kazumi and Skybree say, we don't want your hands on us, bro. We don't want to be in your stupid video. And they basically do this thing where it's like this 3-way hand clasping, like it's like they're playing patty cake. This is a huge friend zone, okay? And it's very embarrassing. So Danny makes the best of it and just acts like he's being ridiculous when this was a huge fail, okay? All right, let's get to the ceremony here. So this looks like a really run-of-the-mill, nothing to write home about venue. It's out back in the yard. Okay, they're in a gravel rock garden getting married. You got this fake floral arrangement right here. And the background, this is stunning to you guys. This is regular as fuck to me. This looks like a traditional backyard wedding. And I noticed that there's no groomsmen and there's no bridesmaids. There's no best man. There's no maid of honor. What's going on with that? It's amazing that Adam and Lena have such little friends and such little people that are close to them that they can't even have a real wedding. And the people that they did bring are just family members and corn stars. This sounds made up, but it is real. I'd like to take this moment actually to talk about their outfits. So Lena's wedding dress looks custom tailored to fit her artificial BBL, and she is showing some ass. It looks like there's some slits in the ass portion so that her family members or the corn stars can look at and be like, ooh, she's sexy. That is so tacky. Why would anyone want to be looking at your ass at the wedding? Even the Kardashians don't show ass at their weddings. This is a slap in the face to everyone that went, that they have to look at this atrocity. She's not good looking. And then you got the groom over here dressed in a black jacket with black bow tie combo. That looks so shitty. I mean, who the hell do you think you are? You look like 007. This looks like the Party City James Bond costume. Okay, this is really, 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 what a shitty looking couple on this day. And who the fuck is this guy conducting the ceremony? This is not a priest. Adam can't have a priest, remember? He's got the upside down cross on his face, tattooed. So who the fuck is this guy? This wedding is so cheap and stupid. Look at his suit. He's got a shitty suit, just like Adam. What's going on? Is this the loner guy? Does this guy come with the venue? He'll marry you. It's a little extra, but I think this guy is a loner. That is really, really, really bad. He looks like a fucking vampire. He's a Transylvanian vampire, evil demon lizard. And that's why he was chosen, probably. Okay, because it's more fitting. I mean, it's crazy to think that this is the moment that Adam's been looking forward to his whole life. Literally his whole life. He's an old man. He looks like the father of the bride. Look at how elderly this man looks. Anyways, well, that's going to be a video, guys. I really appreciate you guys hitting that like button. It brings me so much joy, and I'll see you on the next one.